Hi there, Joanna O'Leary here from Dollface Pottery. I have a kiln opening today, and the first shelf I did open prior to because it was all jewelry, so I wanted to show you some of the finished products. So I spent the morning putting them together. These are all like sea foam, ocean, sand, not all of them, but most of them are. This is a green and blue sea foam sterling silver earrings. These earrings are for an order from the Baccalieu Gallery. Little Heart's Ease, I do believe it is. This has real gold on it, gold luster. These are the big dangles, but they're actually light in color. So you can see they're long dangles for people with long hair, like myself. And there's gold on there with the glaze. So I had to do, of course, a luster firing for most of these pieces. Not all, but most. This is sand themed colored. These are also beachy and sandy in theme. This is white gold, sterling silver long dangles, just blue textured wave, a blue wave texture with white gold on sterling silver ear wires. Just some green textured moss, deep green on sterling silver. This is real gold and under glaze with a clear on top on sterling silver. Sea foam colored sterling silver half circles. Porcelain and white gold, white porcelain of course, and white gold on sterling silver dangle earrings. Also white gold, sterling silver on porcelain. So all of these will be available from the Baccalieu Gallery. And I'll put a link to the shop, to her shop actually. Jeanette Jobson is the lady who owns that shop. And I'll put a link to her shop in the video, so you'll know how to get there if you want to go out for a Sunday drive. I'm planning on doing that actually. These are just green seafoam type dangle earrings on sterling silver ear wires. These are crystal blue water on porcelain on sterling silver. You can see the little ice crystals there. These are crystal, blue crystal and sand. See the crystals close up? Aren't they nice? Beautiful. Turned out really well. That's the earrings, so that's the top shelf. So I'll get to the pottery. A lot of these soap dishes that you'll see are for the Baccalieu Gallery as well. So this is the first soap dish. This was blue stone on the bottom and on the top with a midnight blue over. Blue stone is a real matte glaze by Amico. Soap dish is in two parts. It has a base catch basin, I should say, with that's blue rutile and temuku by Amico, and blue rutile temuku here as well. So the soap dish with the holes actually fits into the catch tray like that. Another one with starfish. This is Amico Smoke Celadon. One coat on the back, two coats on the front, with the starfish are dabbed with blue snowflakes by Laguna. Just a little subtle hint there. Some ceramic tiles here stayed flat. That is raspberry mist. I have it written on the back what it is because I'm doing a number of these tests for flat tiles. I eventually want to cover my risers, my stair risers, in flat ceramic tiles just to see what it looks like. So these are dragonflies, and this is raspberry mist. 2 times Mako raspberry mist. I love how the dragonfly texture is showing through. Another one, another flat ceramic tile, 4 inches by 4 inches. These have hummingbirds, as you can see. And let's see what it says on the back. It says 1 coat of emerald falls over 1 coat of jade celadon. So the jade celadon, you can see the lighter green coming through on the hummingbirds, showing through to the clay body. I like it. Most of these were refires. They came out quite dark at cone 5, so I tried to refire them. This is Storm Celadon, which was fired at cone 5, which came out too dark, with Snowflakes by Laguna on top, but the snowflakes ran over the whale, so that's going to be a keeper for me. Birch on the inside, Mako birch. Glaze sometimes. This is Storm as well, which turned out really dark. It didn't lighten up much for the cone 6 firing, so this is a refire as well. This has Storm, which almost looks black, as you can see. Has a few puffins there in the back, in the foreground, and a breaching, or a lighthouse, sorry, the Fairyland lighthouse. And it's under a starry night. That's what is depicted there. So, you know, the puffins come out at night, and the lighthouse is always there in Fairyland. And under a starry night, this one was also a refire. Red on the inside, which is Mako Cinnabar. This is a breaching whale. I tried to make it is a refire because it wasn't as translucent the first time. So I tried to make it to appear like the breaching whales were jumping in the Fairyland fog, which we get a lot of fog up in Fairyland. So you can see that breaching whale jumping through the fog. This one is also with Laguna snowflakes over the whale, but it did go down over the whale, but there's a whale's tail there. This one I'll have to keep for myself. Birch on the inside, which is kind of, you know, a little bit variegated. So the blue snowflakes really run, so I have to take that into consideration for my next batch of mugs. This is a Storm mixed with a little bit of clear to brighten it up a bit. This is a breaching whale, and he wasn't covered up. So they're also jumping in the fog, as you can see. So this is Storm Celadon as well, but it's lightened up a nice bit. So this is also, I was a little bit more careful with these ones, obviously. This one has a low handle with a thumb rest for leverage. Has raspberry mist on the inside. And you can see there, the breaching whale is not covered up this time. So that's good. It's a good thing. With a whale's tail. It has snowflakes, Laguna blue snowflakes, with Mako rainforest. I like that one. That's a keeper, or not a keeper for me, but a keeper for the colony of the Avalon. This one is a dark one. You can see it's very dark. It's like they're breaching under a starry night. That was the goal. So it's a nighttime theme under a starry night. Birch on the inside, sorry. Anyone who's seen my last opening saw these. These are the mountain, the Blue Mountains texture with blue snowflake on the handle and snow on top. And it has an animal on the bottom. This one is a moose. The other ones had wolves. So this one is about 16 ounces. It's like a good hefty mug. I'll be having a sale on Friday, this Friday coming. This is another mountain mug, but it's under, the mountains are under, of course, Northern Lights. So it's the Northern Lights sky and the mountains carved mountains. So this is a very textured mug. Very, this is also about 16 ounces. This is another one for the Fairyland, a colony of the Avalon. The breaching whale and the whale's tail with a starry night. Nice pink on the inside. Another one, breaching whale with the blue snowflakes over. I like that one. You can really see the texture of the breaching whale. So for those of you who don't know or haven't followed me before, what I do is I draw my original drawing on a flat slab, roll it up into a cylinder, then I bisque it and bisque fire it, and then I have this textured, basically ceramic printing press to carve into, or to create my original carvings. So what I do is I roll the texture roller into the clay, and then I just finish it up with carving tools, because not all the details don't come out. This is Storm, Amico Storm, with blue snowflakes and blue hydrangea on the top as well for a starry night. Another one of my snow mugs, snowy mountain mugs. It's white snow celadon on the inside, blue snowflakes on the handle, and Storm on the bottom. It's very comfortable to hold. It has a thumb rest. You know, it's because it is a girthy mug, and it has an animal on the bottom. What is the animal? Let's see. Yeah, a bear, which, you know, matches the mountain theme. This Friday during my online sale, another one for the colony of the Avalon, a breaching whale. So it has the Laguna blue snowflakes over the Amico rainforest. Next shelf is all ceramic tiles, and they came out fairly flat, really flat. So what I use these for, well, I'm going to save them up for my back, you know, the risers for my stairs. And on the back, I record what the glazes are. This is one coat of Amico textured turquoise over one coat of jade celadon by Amico. Beautiful textured dragonflies. So I try out these textured tiles. This one's not quite flat, but you could get away with it if you're doing the back risers. This is 1x Amico textured turquoise over 1x Amico Emerald Falls. So you can see the daisy pattern there. It's nice. This is 2x Amico deep fire brick, which you can just see, it's pretty opaque. You can just see the dragonflies on that one. This is like almost like an iridescent. This is 1x textured turquoise over 1x Emerald Falls, but it does have a crack on the back. But it's neat. I wouldn't use that for my risers, of course, but anyway, it's nice to have it as a test tile. And this is 1x Emerald Falls, again, over 1x textured turquoise by Amico. So it's a bit, the textured turquoise over Emerald Falls worked better to show the texture, but this one's a bit opaque. So it's Emerald Falls over textured turquoise. So it's the opposite. So nice to know. Ancient jasper on the bottom with blue snowflakes on top. So this is Fire to Cone 6.6, has a big hole on the bottom, but I do have a catch tray for it, and the catch tray for it is right here. So you can see on the texture a little bit better the blue snowflakes over the ancient jasper. So the catch tray goes like that. So your soap doesn't mess up your sink. That's raspberry mist over ancient jasper. That's different. That's the catch tray, and this is the soap dish with the starfish. There's light flux on the starfish. Raspberry mist over ancient jasper. So that's good to know. That's a new one for me. Nice. It fits nicely together. This is blue root teal over ancient jasper. And these are lino cut fish that I carved out of lino cut or linoleum flooring. And you can get really good texture. Carve your own original texture mats with that ancient jasper on the bottom, just by itself. This is aqua celadon on the back, catch tray and the soap dish. And what I used was obsidian white back to highlight the fish texture there. And then the catch dish has fishnet texture. So it kind of goes with the theme of the fish. Another pretty, I like that. This is blue ice, I think it's called. Ice blue or blue ice by Mako. Over Temuku by Amiko. That's the catch tray for that soap dish. It's very nice. Amazing how much these things shrink. Blue stone by Amiko, and I'm not sure what's on the top catch tray, but this is another soap dish. I can recognize the blue stone, but that is probably, I'm not sure. Sorry about that. This is just Emerald Falls by itself with a bit of blue ice glacier by Mako over it. Emerald Falls on the back, Emerald Falls on the front, but then blue glacier by Mako. So I was trying to think of earlier. And this has Emerald Falls with just blue glacier on the starfish. So it's like a real surf and sand type soap dish. This is Emerald Falls on the back of this soap dish with jade celadon and a little accent of Emerald Falls on the fish. Carved fish are the lino cut I was talking about earlier. My favorite soap dish, I think, would be the first one that I showed you with the round section with a catch tray. That's blue root teal. And my favorite mug, of course, is the snow and the storm mountains with a nice thumb rest. Nice big mug. So that's it. I only have a small kiln, so it doesn't take long to unload. So, and I'm back from Costa Rica, so I have been very busy for the last month. I've been back for a month. So I've been very busy for the last month working and making, and behind me is like unbelievable amount of greenware that I have to bisque and then have to glaze because there's so many orders that I have to put through. So I'll have a small little sale this Friday for things that I'll have some seconds there, or some things that are not so perfect, but they're heavily discounted. But I'll have some mugs there as well. And yeah, we'll see you soon. Bye.